In August last year I had a Japanese rock band Electric Eel Shock in the studio, and this week I'm gonna show you a little bit of what went down. Everything started with me reaching out to Electric Eel Shock when I saw they were on tour in Europe. I met them at live shows a couple of times before, and we have some common friends, so it didn't feel too stalky. I just asked if they wanted to drop by and have a look at the studio, if they for some reason would want to record in Sweden at some point. They quickly replied with an even better idea. They wanted to book some time to record a new single, so said and done, we booked 2 days and we had a great time. The fun part was that they didn't really have any finished material when they arrived, so we set everything up in the big live room for them to jam a bit and basically write a song. During summer, the studio founder and owner Peter sometimes uses part of the studio to park his Ferrari. The presence of this car became the topic for the lyrics, and the new single Red Devil was ready to be recorded.
I wanna ride, I wanna buy a Ferrari. 348, Red Devil Ferrari. Ferrari, Ferrari, Ferrari.
We decided to keep the whole band in the big live room for the recording to capture a bit of the raw garage rock feeling, which is funny since there actually was a car in the room too. I'm going to quickly go through what mics we used for the recording, since some of you might be interested. Neumann U87s in sort of a narrow ORTF setup for the overheads. Sennheiser 541 for the toms, which is basically the same as MD 441s. For the top snare we used an Electro Voice DS35, which has a great proximity effect when you put it close, so really cool for fat snare drums. And under the snare an AKG 414. For the kick drum there's an SM58 inside and Neumann TLM 103 in the front. I really like condensers for kick drums, but you need to make sure it can handle high levels so you don't end up with just a distorted piece of crap. For hi-hat and ride, used MyLab VM44s. That sort of have become my go-to pen mic. I really like that one. All of this then went through the Harrison console. The band had their own backline with them, but the drummer really wanted to record on our in-house 1960s Rogers kit, so of course we let him.
This one is called Elk. Japanese 70. Your sound is very smooth and loud.
Smooth and loud.
Yeah. Really reliable.
Yeah.
And not heavy. So it's good for the backup.
Yeah. But for your main amp you have the GMP.
Yeah. But this is same as a GC M800. This one is the latest JMP. So you see the number. Mark II Master. Model 100. This is
Fuses? Or?
Yeah, fuse. Yeah, backup fuse.
Very good idea.
I bought the Marshall in California.
In California?
Yeah, Los Angeles. I bought this one before we come to Europe, so...
Okay, so you brought it from America to Europe,
yeah,
on the same tour.
I bought this speaker in London.
I actually remember that one since I saw you in Jönköping 10 years ago.
Oh, right. 1960 greenback.
Oh, it is. That's cool.
Yeah, so I love both. I have the Jubilee speaker in Japan. The Jubilee has a selection vintage, also good, but I really love selection greenback. Navigator is made by ESP. Yeah.
Well, it's not so well known, or?
It's really famous in Japan. Navigator is for the Fender or Gibson copy, but really expensive. Navigator is not only copy. I think price is more than original Gibson.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really expensive. Use Corina wood.
Oh, yeah.
material. I always bring to the hotel this guitar. I never leave the guitar in the van.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, I play this one more than 25 years. Yeah.
It looks really road worn.
But still really good. Once I give up to bring this guitar on the tour,
Yeah.
I saved this guitar only for the recording once.
Yeah.
Wow, on the tour, I toured with a different guitar, but I miss this guitar a lot at the moment.
But do you bring the guitar home to Japan when you go home, or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is always with me.
Yeah.
I broke him.
Oh, yeah, broke it all off.
Yeah, broke off. Yeah, I fixed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this is a proper fixing by
Yeah.
ESP.
Okay.
But on the tour, I have to
Oh yeah, just glue it together.
glue or screw. This is my wife.
The navigator and your fishing rods.
Yeah.
What kind of bass is that?
This one.
Yeah.
This one, ESP.
ESP too.
Yeah, they have a, the pickup maker, Seymour Duncan.
Ah, Simon Duncan, yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
endorsed the relationship, and the ESP made a Seymour Duncan bass and guitar
Ah, cool.
series. It's already gone. ESP has only a precision bass.
Yeah.
I like precision bass very much, so I borrowed it over 10 years ago and never
Returned it.
back.
So it's
Never
still for borrow.
Yeah. My original one is a more copy. It's a bit hard, so they made a shape a little bit different.
Ah, yeah. To avoid being sued.
Yeah, and put in that. But I haven't used it.
Oh, you don't use the...
just this one.
On guitar cabinets, I usually use a combination of a condenser microphone and a ribbon microphone, and most of the time that is a large condenser microphone, but in this case I wanted to try something different, so I used one of the MyLab BM44s, a pencil mic that can handle a lot of sound pressure, together with the cheap Royer copy, TSM MT82 I think it's called. I don't think they're made anymore, but it sounds pretty good. For the bass we used the amp from Electric Eel Shock's backline, which is a Sun concert bass amp. We paired it up with two speaker cabinets from the studio, one which is a Malmberg, which I don't know what kind of speakers are in, but there are two 12-inch speakers, and we used it together with my PV 4x12, and we mic'd it up with a Shure SM7 and a Beta 52, and managed to get some sort of a good combination of frequencies there. If you've seen my video on drum recording in all the different rooms in the studio, you know that one of the ISO booths that has glass walls can be used as an echo chamber. So I took advantage of this by placing a stereo ribbon microphone in there to just capture the room. And I found that pretty useful later in the mixing to kind of glue things together a little bit. The foundation of the song was recorded live in the studio and was then overdubbed with an extra rhythm guitar, solo and vocals.
348! Red Devil Ferrari!
Vocals was recorded with a U87 through my Stam Audio 1073 preamp, through an LA2A into an 1176. DIY clones built here in the studio.
Nice, but nearly. Last one. I'm sure. Okay. Almost. So
it was cool.
Okay.
As I said, I had a great time recording with Electric Eel Shock, and I really look forward to see them soon on their 25-year anniversary tour. You should make sure to check out the music video they made from clips from the studio here, and give them some support. Follow the link in the description, and I will see you again hopefully next week. Bye bye, cheers!